The Young and the Restless Spoilers Thurdays Full Epi, November 28, 2024. While both characters have a complicated and storied history together, the idea that they could rekindle their relationship again seems unlikely to some. However, given their past, the idea of another secret romance between the two isn't completely out of the question. Billy and Phyllis have had an on-again, off-again relationship over the years, marked by betrayal, passion, and, of course, heartbreak. Their chemistry has always been undeniable, but so has the tumultuous nature of their connection. However, with both of them going through significant personal struggles at the moment, the question arises: could Billy and Phyllis once again find themselves wrapped up in an unexpected romance? For Billy, his relationship with Sally has been a source of hope and new beginnings, but there are still some unresolved issues between them. While Billy seems to care for Sally deeply, they still haven't fully connected on an emotional level. Sally remains closed off, particularly about her past, and Billy has expressed his desire to understand her better. However, Sally's reluctance to open up could be a major obstacle in their relationship, leaving Billy to question whether there is a deeper connection or just surface-level attraction. If this emotional gap continues to grow, it could lead Billy to look elsewhere for the emotional intimacy he craves. Enter Phyllis, someone who knows Billy inside and out, and someone who can provide the comfort and understanding he's missing right now. Phyllis, on the other hand, is going through one of the most challenging periods of her life. After the traumatic events she has endured, it's clear she's struggling with her sense of self-worth and is feeling isolated. In her time of need, it's not unimaginable that she could lean on someone she trusts, like Billy. Could this emotional connection spark the beginning of a secret relationship between the two? While Billy and Phyllis would certainly keep such a relationship under wraps given their history, it's possible that their shared history and emotional turmoil could draw them together in ways that no one expects. But is this a truly lasting relationship, or simply a case of two people seeking comfort during difficult times? The dynamics between Billy, Sally, and Phyllis will continue to evolve, and it's clear that both Billy and Phyllis are facing complex emotional challenges. Whether or not they fall into another secret romance remains to be seen, but it's undeniable that their unresolved tension could create the perfect storm for something unexpected to happen. Sally and Billy, happiness or misunderstanding? Sally and Billy are a couple that has captivated viewers with their chemistry, but it's clear that they're still in the early stages of truly understanding each other. Billy has always been someone who has worn his heart on his sleeve, whereas Sally tends to keep her cards close to her chest. While they are clearly attracted to one another and have shared some deep moments, there are still significant barriers between them. Billy is looking for deeper connection and emotional transparency from Sally, but Sally is holding back, reluctant to share certain parts of her past. Sally's reluctance to fully open up to Billy could be a major roadblock to their relationship moving forward. While she's certainly invested in Billy, her refusal to divulge more about her past creates an emotional distance between them that Billy might find difficult to bridge. This lack of trust and emotional transparency could prevent Billy from fully trusting her or investing in a more serious relationship. Without that emotional closeness, it's hard to see their bond evolving into something deeper and more lasting. Billy's desire to understand Sally better is genuine, but if she continues to close herself off, it might become too much for him to handle. His past experiences with relationships, particularly with Phyllis, have taught him the importance of being open and vulnerable with the people he loves. If Sally is unwilling to meet him halfway, it might lead Billy to reconsider the future of their relationship. The emotional disconnect between them could also leave Billy vulnerable to Phyllis, or another woman who might offer the emotional intimacy he's missing with Sally. Phyllis and her struggles. Can she overcome alone? Meanwhile, Phyllis is facing an emotional crisis of her own. After enduring betrayal, heartbreak, and personal turmoil, she finds herself in a place of deep emotional pain. She is struggling with a sense of loneliness, as many people in her life have either turned against her or distanced themselves. While she has moments of strength, it's clear that Phyllis needs support to overcome the weight of her circumstances. She's not the type to easily admit weakness, but her internal struggle is beginning to show. Could she manage to pull herself out of this dark place alone? Or will she need someone by her side to help her heal? Phyllis's vulnerability could be what brings her back into Billy's orbit. Having been through so much recently, she may feel more connected to Billy, someone who has also endured personal setbacks and loss. But whether Billy would be willing to take on the emotional burden of Phyllis's troubles is another question. Their past is riddled with complications, and the possibility of revisiting their old dynamic could be both tempting and dangerous for them both. Still, Phyllis could very well lean on Billy for emotional support during her darkest moments, which might lead to a deeper bond between them than either expected. Victor and Nikki, power struggles at Chancellor Abbott. Meanwhile, the drama at Chancellor Abbott Enterprises continues to unfold, with Victor Newman's recent move to install Nikki as CEO raising tensions within the family. While this may seem like a gesture of empowerment for Nikki, it's clear that Victor has no intention of giving her full control. Nikki is placed in the CEO position, but without the actual power to make decisions, leaving her feeling more like a figurehead than an actual leader. This move is classic Victor, manipulating the situation to keep a tight grip on the family business while giving the appearance of support for Nikki. This lack of true power frustrates Nikki, who has always been someone who craves respect and control in her professional life. As CEO, she wants to make meaningful decisions, not just be a puppet in her husband's larger game. The tension between her and Victor is escalating, as Nikki struggles with her diminishing influence in the company. It seems that Victor is doing everything he can to maintain his control, and it's making Nikki question her role in both the company and their marriage. Victor's desire for control extends to his relationships with those around him. While he loves Nikki, his need to always be the one pulling the strings has put a strain on their marriage. Nikki may start to see this power struggle as a betrayal of the partnership they once had, and it could lead her to make drastic decisions about her future at Chancellor Abbott, or even her future with Victor. Jordan and Claire, a temptation. Claire will resist. Jordan's attempt to pull Claire back into a life of crime and corruption is another major storyline to watch. Claire has come a long way since her darker days, and now that she has found happiness, she has no intention of going back to her old life. She is content in her current life and has no desire to disrupt her peace for the chaos Jordan represents. Claire is well aware of Jordan's manipulative ways and his ability to lure people back into his dangerous web. However, she's made significant strides in rebuilding her life, and she's unwilling to risk everything she's worked for just to follow Jordan's destructive path. Her current happiness, her stability, and her future mean more to her now than anything Jordan can offer her. She has no interest in being his pawn again, especially when she knows how much it would cost her. Jordan's temptation will only become more dangerous, but Claire's resolve seems unshakable. She understands that Jordan's life of crime and lies will never bring her the peace and joy she has now. She's done with the games and the manipulation, and she's willing to stand firm, no matter what. The contrast between their lives is striking. Claire has moved on, while Jordan remains stuck in the past. And it's this difference that will likely define the course of their interactions going forward. Conclusion: a web of complicated relationships. The Young and the Restless is full of emotional complexity and power struggles, with characters like Billy, Phyllis, Nikki, and Claire at the center of it all. Billy and Phyllis's potential secret relationship, Sally and Billy's struggles to connect emotionally, Victor's manipulations of Nikki, and Claire's resistance to Jordan's temptations all paint a picture of a community that is constantly shifting and evolving. Whether these characters can find stability or fall further into the chaos remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Genoa City's drama is far from over.